Good Tiger One. I will talk with Tiger One.
Hail this land of glory, we the Amazonian nation loyalty. Praise to our Savior who granted us the freedom, and legends to the hero who bowed the lonely diablo. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in a nation, flowing rivers and holy. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation and joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation.
Good afternoon, my fellow Ambazonians. For any place where you day for this world, I want come for this number 5 day for the month of August 2020. I want come for can salute you as salute una any place where you day. I throw you salute for that side where you day so. All our people them for ground zero with throw una salute and we want tell una say thank you. All Ambazonian them for ground 1, for ground 2, for all across West Africa, and the one way they don't be scattered all across Central Africa. and all the one the way that they try for cross for North Africa, for cross for enter for Europe. I called una cafe and I want control una salute for all Ambazonia them for that side for the Middle East and the Persian Gulf. I say una good evening for all una. For all our people them for inside the continent of Europe, I throw una salute and I talk say una good afternoon for all una. For all Ambazonia them for that side for Japan, for Singapore, for Malaysia, for Australia, for that side for Hong Kong and for China. I talk say una good night for una for that side. Oh, or even Ambazonia they for that side for England and for India, for Bangladesh. Utewe una salute, una fi forget una. And then for all Ambazonia the way they did for North America, that means say for Canada and for the United States, and then for Mexico, we talk say una good morning for all una. Una they just woke up for morning time, we salute all una. My fellow Ambazonians, today we get a big package for which one can talk about. The most important thing we don't prepare for which one can talk about, and then some big breaking news don't come out. So I want can bring una the breaking news where it don't come out. We will bring una the video where it don't come out for that side for Northern Cameroun, where the people them for that side they don't form a big army group. They don't form people. They don't carry gun for that side. They prepare for go move Pobia for power. We go take una. We go una for that side. We show una the video. It don't wahala de for la République du Cameroun. All right, big wahala de for la République du Cameroun. So we carry una go for that side. Bring una the video. We don't come out for Northern Cameroun. We the show say the people that they prepare for move Pobia for power, for all the bad thing the way Pobia don't do them, for scatter the Northern Cameroun. We don't chakara Northern Cameroun. We don't make them become very poor. So the people they be very angry. We go take una go for that side. We go bring una that video. We go also bring una video where you don't come out inside la République du Cameroun for show say they say the people them inside la République du Cameroun then too they don't the block road. They don't the block road. They don't the block all the road them. They talk say their government no go pass. We go take una, we go for that side, and then we go can give una the best education today. Today go be the day where all Ambazonia them where they come for this platform and where they be interested for really understand what did happen. We go tell una the dirty work where that NGO for Switzerland where they call and say HD. We go take una go inside the dirty work. We go expose all the dirty work with this organization. Where they bring them, what will be their work, what will be the dirty work, and how their dirty work now be the real devil. When I the chakra this Ambazonia war of independence, and then we go tell una why they don't go now for ground zero. We go tell una why they don't go now for go meet up the chiefs, and they don't go now for go meet up the colonial councillors. We go take una go there. We go tell una what they don't first do and within the Ambazonia war of independence. We go tell una all the wahala where they don't cause them, and then we'll take una go for ground zero. Tell una why did they do those things. All right. So when all man come up for here today, all una go get a greater understanding of the dirty works of which we call and say the economic hitmen, of the dirty works of the people them when they be behind most of the war them for Africa, and especially for Chakara Ambazonia into small pieces. We go take una, we go for the, so una there for the right place. Una come well, una come fine. During this program, I go to bring in a very special guest. I go to bring in Ambazonia FBI. The person where now you get most of the information. Me, I go to do the other analysis. We go bring in Ambazonia FBI. We go to bring in Comrade Capo Daniel on the phone. Make he tell una how this Swiss HD now them be responsible for having the what happened for the Naira 10, for the Naira 10. Even the Swiss HD, Capo Daniel go take una for all the Swiss HD their work. How now them be responsible for the kidnapping of Sisi Kwayop and Paatasak and the rest for Nigeria. And how now they be responsible for put Samuel Sako and Chris Anu inside for create their own IG. We go take una go there. We will leave and make the Ambazonia FBI. It go to bring una all this deeper understanding for these things, because until what people they understand what they call and say complex codes, then most people that they just they see what they happen, they will just not even know. They will only think in a confusion, not be confusion. So we're going for here now for break these things and down for our people, them make them really understand them, and then they see the consequences of these things, them, and then we for here we day now for make sure say we get the understanding, and then we till the solution, then we the actions, and we the Ambazonian people they be responsible for take up. All right. So when I come well, when I come fine, we will start small time. When I invite all people, then because the more people they get this type of education, the better it be for a revolution. Because when people not got education, they remain ignorant. Then it go be a quarrel between the person who get understanding and the person who not get understanding. And when I know say people who they lack understanding, now they always quarrel the most. When you understand something, people they get the knowledge and understanding for something. When I know say they get a confidence. The one way they not get knowledge and understanding for something, they are on an argument because they try for proof, say they be right when they no nothing. Anyways, so the more people they be involved for this kind of education, for this kind of interaction, the better for all we, because when a society be educated, when a people they get this kind of clarity, it make all man the move for the same direction. All right. So when I come well, when I come fine, we go start small time. Make we take a small moment. We salute all our friends the way they already come for here before as when I share, when I continue for share. All right. We see Grandma Sally all the way from Victoria. We salute you, Grandma Sally. You always there, always. You always send me good messages for that. You always salute me for that side from Victoria. We salute you, Grandma Sally. We see now this a somewhere. You said greetings, bro. We salute you. Your name na Vivi Vavi. We salute you, Vivi Vavi. All right. Fanny, Mr. Ndoyo. We salute you very much. Comrade Manga, Mr. Victor Song. We salute you. All right. Fanny say we throw you salute. All right. Grandma Sally, thank you very much. All right, Comrade Big Boss for Canada for that side. Comrade Frank, we salute you very much. Comrade AF, we salute you for that side for Europe. We salute Una. Say when I don't take the time for join we. When I just make small comments so that we'll know say you did for here. All you need for do now for just make small comments so that we'll know say you did for here. All right, Comrade Agbo George, we salute you. Mr. Wood O'Neill, we salute you. Mr. Kingsley Asanji, we salute you. Amber Power, we salute you. Comrade Felix, Mr. Chofo, we salute you. Mr. Jude Ndumu, we salute you. When I come well, when I come fine. All right, Comrade Samuel, Mr. Comrade Samuel, Mr. Newtown, we salute you. All right, Mr. Roland, we salute you as well. Just make small comment so that we fit see you. We salute you. Mr. Bison Ayok, we salute you too, Mr. Bison Ayok. Welcome, Mr. Bison Ayok. All right, when I welcome. All right, Comrade Andre, Mr. Biki, we salute you. Mr. Alaji, we salute you. Mr. Terence, we salute you. When I come well. All right, Comrade Fabrice, we salute you. Mr. What is your name, self? Van Vika, we salute you. Comrade Daddy the Boss, we salute you. Hey, person in name, Daddy the Boss. Not be small thing. Who is Comrade Fai Afonso, we salute you, Mr. Fai Afonso. Una welcome, all man, una welcome. Comrade Martin Ray, we salute you. Yes, the Dot, Mr. Ngumni, we salute you. DM Wella, welcome, all man. When I come fine, we'll match fire small time. But when I know so we'll not match fire, we first of all, we never salute our soldier them. So we take one moment, we salute the brave women and the brave men, the heroes and the heroine. When are them? That they give Ambazonia hope. What people them for ground zero. When are them they give we hope. Make we take just small moment. We salute them. To what they do for all way.
Susanna! When shall I see my girlfriend? Susanna! When shall I see
Una palm love for all our brave women and men. where they defend homeland. Come love. Now come love. Now no say this platform now positive energy.
Anti-Irish boya. Anti-Irish boya.
Una pump love. Make we show love for our forces. Make we show love for the brave women, the brave men, when they don't give Ambazonia pride. The one that them they defend what papa them, defend what mama them. And then they keep our people them alive. Na pump love for all which they do and for all we. All we do for outside we talk. Not because of them. Not because that they defend our freedom, defend our territorial integrity. Not because of them. All right, my fellow Ambazonians, this morning time so for our own side, for this side, now we that one woke up, we don't get the news where they come out for that side for Northern Cameroun. We don't get the news. Say some big group, they don't demobilize, they don't buy weapons for make sure say they chase the colonial dictator of La République du Cameroun out of power. And so we don't get this news. I go to bring una the news. I go to show una the pictures because for here we talk of facts and evidence. Una sabi say one of the strategy where the leader of our war of independence as a put them for part of the roadmap for the liberation of Ambazonia. Now for make sure say all what you do it go cause instability for La République du Cameroun. For part of our strategy, part of the Ambazonian National Liberation Strategy, the roadmap for our independence, it also one of the component. Now say all the things that we do, it go trigger instability for La République du Cameroun. It go cause the people of La République du Cameroun, they go rise up against this crazy dictator. They go rise up against Paul Biya. They go rise up for chase Paul Biya out of power. They go rise up for change Cameroon. They go rise up for take back their own country. So part of one national liberation strategy now for also cause the people of La République du Cameroun, because our strategy it make the colonial system it no go fit be able for take care for the basic necessities of the people of La République du Cameroun, because it go take all the small money with the state get them for put them for war and therefore deprive those people for even basic water for drink, deprive those people for even forget electric light, for deprive those people say they no go even fit for carry the tea for streets of La République du Cameroun. They no go fit for pay their teachers. They no go fit for pay their doctors. They no go fit for pay their nurses. They no go fit for pay their civil servant. It go cause economic hardship and economic financial crisis for La République du Cameroun. Now part of the strategy that. And so today, I want to bring una evidence of the effectiveness of the strategy with Dr. Ibacho Gian for the Ambazonian people. The instability, it don't really start for Cameroon a long time ago. But now it don't reach for a critical point. And at the point this way, we will push all our actions them for cause these things that made it happen for Cameroon. And today, they don't happen. Make a take una go for that side for Northern Cameroon, for show una say they say the people them for Northern Cameroon, because money not there again, we Paul Biya, he go to bribe the chief them. Paul Biya, he go to even give small water for drink. Paul Biya go even give light. The people now, they don't be fed up. The people for Northern Cameroon, they don't be fed up of Paul Biya. They don't be fed up. They don't tire. They no one hear Paul Biya name. They no one hear the name Cameroon. So now they don't form their own army. They don't buy their own AK them. They say the time don't reach. They not feel wait forever again. They say Paul Biya must go. The people of Northern Cameroon, they say Paul Biya must go. Because the poverty don't too much. Their suffer don't too much. So they don't decide, say Paul Biya must go, and they don't form an army. Their own army. They don't form their own La République boys. They don't form them. They say Paul Biya must go. So make we take when I go for that side for Northern Cameroon. We show now the instability we do start for that side and how they prepare for bring down Paul Biya. Make we take when I go for that side. Now bring the video directly from Northern Cameroon. Yes, the time don't reach. As we promised them, the people they will rise up. 90s. And then that, they don't buy their own gun, them put their own uniform them.
Je suis en train de prendre. Les rebelles camerounais, vous allez chasser Paul Biya, hein? Voilà. Parce qu'il a trop duré au pouvoir. Il est temps qu'il dégage. Ah. Je suis en train de prendre. Les rebelles camerounais, vous allez chasser Paul Biya, hein? Voilà. Parce qu'il a trop duré au pouvoir. Il est temps qu'il dégage. Ah. Je suis en train de prendre. Les rebelles camerounais, vous allez chasser Paul Biya, hein? Voilà. Parce qu'il a trop duré au pouvoir. Il est temps qu'il dégage. Ah.
Gardez-vous.
Voilà.
Famina. Enendo kamaru bitte. Bippe kamaru batan. On famina. Sai en bawa e munya no kabirten haɓe ɗo sojen ɗo ko laamugu ko joni ɓe nyami laamu enen wala ko kiɓude on paamina en daro kaɓe be maɓɓe teten paale enen paale giɗɗen ƴette juuɗe mon paale ɗum woodi giɗɗo na wala
Paale!
moral
Moral! Moral!
to enen ɓiɓɓe fulɓe ko joni leñol men torrama en andi bo a tit haɓe ɓe na dungu nogas na dungu 30 haɓe ɓe ɓe nyami laamu on paamina to en daro darde worɓe enen ɗo hol biya giɗɗen wala goɗɗo ko soja fot biya en ngala haaje hol biya on giɗɗen on paamina to en daro darde worɓe komin giɗi ɓe mon ɗo taske en kaɓɓu sarlaji meɗen natten nder fol biya kañum min mari haaje min marayi haaje goɗɗum kuccu noy fuu min ngala haaje ma minen komin mari haaje en pormu soja e ɓiɓɓe fulɓe e andi haaɓe ɓe ko joke en ɓuri ɓe kay ko ɓerɗe en ɓuri ɓe komi en ɓuri ɓe hiite en maringe komi en maringe haaɓe ɓe pota koɓe caloray to en tasko enen bo daren no tetirten ɓe laamu man no laamu denno ma ngu meɗen en birni tan kokkutuɗen ɓe laamu ɓe gari ɓe jooɗi joni par ce que battan kamɓe ɓe koori en ba boyi en maɓɓe amma jotta ɗo kamɓe loroto boyi en ɓe anda pat kanka gimmi yigon ɗo tawi on paama kadi ko watas ko haɓɓa sarla muɗum dedei ko mari ko andi pat waɗa amman en daaru haala haaɓe ɗo en poti raarugo haala maɓɓe on paami mural
Je suis en train de prendre. Les rebelles camerounais, vous allez chasser Paul Biya, hein? Voilà. Parce qu'il a trop duré au pouvoir. Il est temps qu'il dégage. Ah. Aïe. Vous. Aïe. Aïe. Je suis en train de prendre. Vous. Les rebelles camerounais, vous allez chasser Paul Biya, hein? Voilà. Parce qu'il a trop duré au pouvoir. Il est temps qu'il dégage. Ah.
My fellow Ambazonians, now una sesef, una don't take, una eye, una chop Christmas today. We must understand the strategy. Una don't see what the strategy with Dr. Ibacho give for the Ambazonian people. All what he promised the Ambazonian people. Say it go cause instability for Cameroon because the strategy it designed say want to stop Cameroon enough fit take money again for Ambazonia. Enough fit thief all those resources again for Ambazonia. Enough fit thief all the wealth, all the things that they carry for Ambazonia when I give them money for them for keep Cameroon together. Once you take away those things from Cameroon by making the territory ungovernable, and then you increase the cost of occupation, it go make La République du Cameroun, it no go get the money. Cameroon go take all the small money where they get them for put them for the war, for try for keep hold onto Ambazonia. The more they try for hold onto Ambazonia, the more they will take all their money for the social services. We go keep the government for run the country. They go take all the money they put them for Ambazonia. And therefore, their people now go start for agitate. Their people go start for rise up. Their people go start for pick gun. Today, the video don't come off outside. And from the intelligence who get them. Not be only this group. Many other groups, they form around that border between Central Africa and Cameroon. They also do the same thing. For prepare for come up for they also enter Yaoundé for take Paul Biya out. When you make them, the people they get enough. When the people they realize and say they not fit they not fit pay the civil servants. They not fit pay water bill. They not fit pay light. They not fit sweep the streets. They not fit pay doctors. They not fit pay teachers. The country don't finish. And today we see the evidence of that strategy. The strategy for national liberation now for choke Paul Biya for Ambazonia. And therefore, Cameroon go start for crumble. Now, eager for make a choice. He want focus now for save Cameroon or he want continuously, stubbornly for try for hold on to Ambazonia. The more we choke Paul Biya for Ambazonia, the more enough for hold on to Cameroon. And since he no go one lost Cameroon, they would rather talk say they say it be better for them for save Cameroon than for continue the war of Ambazonia. A very brilliant strategy. Now, one of the components of the strategy that when I see now the effects today, they don't start rise up. They don't start for buy guns. They don't start for form their own army them. Excuse me. They don't start for form their own groups where they will carry gun for challenge Paul Biya and make a common power. Now part of the strategy that one go also make them La République go move all that they are beat them. They go move most of their army, move most of their police for send them back for Northern Cameroun. And for that side for the border with Central Africa. Now the whole game this, once the agitation start, once you choke them enough, they go start for agitate. The citizens, the indigenous people, the citizens for La Republic, they go start for agitate. For that, for all the places. Now they don't start for the north. Small time they go start for the eastern regions. It go force them for move most of their tanks, their armor car, their beat them. For try for send them for go contain Cameroon. And that one will give you the ability for take more of Ambazonia. For accept more of our right. Now just the first part that. Today again, we don't woke up. We see the people for Northern Cameroun. I mean for La Republique. I think now for that side for Central Province. If I'm not mistaken. Now then that they don't woke up to. Some now in this I put them for system here. Now then that they don't woke up. They talk say they don't the block road. Chief don't carry people, them go block road. Chief, he carry people, them go block road. He talks say the government not fit pass. He talks say the DO not fit pass. He go block road. He said they need to pay people them for village. The money where they supposed to pay people them for village, they need to do them. So the chief go block road. Yes. Chief carry people, them go block road. So the chief and DO, they want fight. Gendarme they look am. Make we find that video, we show now which did happen inside La Republique du Cameroun. Who's the video for Chief and Dio where they want fight? Chief and Dio they want fight. Now in this. Now in that. And then that they don't learn from Ambazonia. They don't learn from Ambazonia, they go to block road them. Now then that they go on the block road them. The Wahala don't start for inside La Republique. They don't the block road.
Dégagez la route de l'État. C'est pas la vôtre. Si vous avez des problèmes avec je ne sais pas trop qui, vous n'avez pas le droit de barrer la route de l'État. Allez dans leur chantier, vous connaissez les chantiers. Mais la route de l'État, vous n'avez pas de qualité. Sauf si vous me prouvez le contraire. Tu ignores là où leur chantier se trouve là-bas. Va au chantier, mais ne barre pas la route de l'État là. Ne barre pas. Vous n'avez pas qualité maïs. Et ça, je suis déçu de vous. Très déçu de vous. Vous barrez la route de...
Na chief that woman so, that person so, na chief that he hold that cane. Now he hold that cane, they knock him for ground.
Qui est insusceptible d'appropriation privée.
Uh-huh.
Voilà. Écoutez. Je vais vous dire la vérité. Vous comprenez? Je vais vous dire la vérité. Ma Katemiana, votre argent a été viré. Vous comprenez? Est-ce que vous savez que ça a été viré? Vous comprenez? Votre argent est viré. Ils ont barré. Parce qu'ils sont allés bloquer le compte.
Dans Scopaka, notre argent est viré dans Scopaka. Il n'y a pas de s'il vous plaît. Enlevez notre argent dans Scopaka. Vous mettez dans JKK.
Vous m'avez envoyé un courrier ce matin, n'est-ce pas? Disant que la récréation est terminée. Oui. Et quand je parle, vous parlez.
Je dois parler.
Moi qui suis votre supérieur.
Tu n'es pas mon supérieur. Non? Tu n'es pas mon supérieur.
Now in that the chief with SDO, they quarrel. Because that community, it get resources where they can't carry them. They get timber, they get small things where they can't carry them. They're supposed to pay the village a certain amount of money, and they're supposed to so that the village go pay all the workers. The DO don't take the money, he take and put them for pocket. Now the chief don't talk say until they pay them that money. Now with the DO, it come. Now chief and Dio that they quarrel. Chief the talk say, you know, I be a superior. When I talk, you know, now the chief talk say, you not be my superior. Me and you supposed to work together. You're not my superior. Now when I hear the fight between chief and Dio, see them, see country, see road. When I work.
Mina. Donc, on fait un sous-préfet.
Monsieur le sous-préfet, mon chef de village. Quand on se plaint depuis là que les gens sont en train de nous voler l'argent, vous ne parlez pas.
Tu entends?
La barrière.
C'est bien, tu entends? Et dit que...
Allez dire au GIC.
Alors, je vous dis quelque chose.
Notre argent, l'argent de la forêt communautaire, l'argent de la forêt riveraine.
Vous comprenez?
Et ils ont violé.
Votre argent est viré.
Apportez-nous le
Vous comprenez? Votre argent est viré et ils ont bloqué. Quand le bon menteur...
Notre argent est dans le compte du
Je dis bien,
ce n'est pas dans le
ils ont bloqué. C'est eux-mêmes qui ont bloqué. Quand le bon menteur...
Non.
Pas.
Vous comprenez? Notre argent est dans le Scopaka.
Madame, attendez.
Allez dire à ces gens de venir nous donner notre argent. Personne ne passe ici.
Now in that. Now chief that it don't draw line for down. Chief don't draw line. That woman strong, oh. Now woman, when a chief, it don't draw line for down. Talk say if their money no day, not no waka. Now SDO that. Now person whether they call it say SDO. See as it day. See the colonial system. Even for their own people them. My fellow ambassador, I want to ask you something. No? I want just ask you something. If na for Ambazonia people go block road. Now wait till the public police, gendarme and army for doing for Ambazonian people them. I want to ask this question for people that they talk say Cameroon be one and indivisible. If na for inside Ambazonia, people go block road. Now wait till the colonial police, army and gendarmes. They for do for the Ambazonian people them. I want to make all una right, wait till they for do for Ambazonian people them. If na for Ambazonia, the Ambazonian people just go block road. And then police, gendarme and SDO, they come for that place. Now wait till they for do them. Una put una comment, make you see them. Una put una comment, make you see them. Una put una comment. If na for Ambazonia, the Ambazonian people go block road. And then police, gendarme and army and the SDO they come there. Now waiting for happen with all those people. Una put una comment, they make you see them. Una put una comment them. Because for all una talk say Cameroon are one and indivisible. Una put una comment them. Oh, I be very happy say all una. I be very happy say all una. Una understand say they say Cameroon not be one and indivisible. The way they treat what people them. Una that I know even need for go there. Now in that the one way a primary example now the one between Tato Stephen and Rigobert Song. All them two that is sick. They live one die. Even the day we die. A whole captain for their national football team. A person where he don't sacrifice his life for the colonial state. It is sick. The living die for the like goat. And even no person ever passed there. Now a primary example that for all the Atanganjis, for all the Diongutes, for all the Agbobalas, for all una, Tato Stephen, he died. Now an example for what you think say una fight for. Una think say una fight for Pobia. Una need fight for Pobia. Now, make we take una, we go for the actual talk way. We actually want talk. Make we bring in our guest, Comrade Capo Daniel, and then I go take una now. I go for bring una the education. Make we bring in our guest. We'll bring in Ambazonia FBI, Comrade Capo Daniel. Me can't tell when the dirty works of okay. DDC of the Savannah State.
Hello.
Yo, Comrade DDC of the Savannah State.
Yes. Yes.
Mama, now how?
Yeah. I did fine. I hope you hear me clearly.
No, would hear you clearly. Well, say now you be Ambazonia FBI. And so when it reach or something where now only FBI fee help Ambazonia people for broke that kind matter. Not only Ambazonia, now only you fee help for broke this kind matter. We want to talk about the dirty work for the Swiss HD and how La République they use na them or the multinational
yes.
they use na them. For Chakara, they are for fragment, for divide, for fragment Ambazonia war of independence, and then for help La République du Cameroun make it implement their system of effective decentralization. Now we'll bring you inside this matter because we don't say yesterday these people they don't go now for ground zero. So give you a little bit of the background now how HD managed is when HD started work, how he managed enter for this revolution. Now we'll bring them in, help our people they get a better understanding.
Yeah, I think before if I want to give the background, ma just start by saying you look the embarrassment with Bo Herbert and Atam Milan for the scoop, the few group the way they do with the HD, where they don't feel them. They don't last discover and say the HD now they go for ground zero without their consent and they don't get nothing, no way for stop them. They don't lost control. The few zero get them for Sako. They go for social media now. They talk saying a fact-finding mission because they be very embarrassed. Because the way this intelligence they work now say they work with multiple people them, and every person where they work with you don't know which way the other one they do them necessarily. You don't necessarily need to know. So things that they come like this and then they be embarrassed, but we already know things. So I go and go for give the background as you don't ask them. The whole this thing start now right for 2017 with Skapak when they be create Skapak. You remember Skapak when they be create Skapak for America, they for Boston. It be like the bank of the revolution. At that time, they know we don't create the IG yet. It will be like the bank. So it been at around 2017. Mr. Paul Biya he create the bilingualism committee for January 2017, with their main job being to infiltrate the revolution. With Peter Mafani Musonge, they start to bring in their people them. And I think to the people that was Kapak, they need to find out how they be do for place Sako for inside the committee for Skapak. Because Sako be been the confidant for Peter Mafani Musonge when I countryman. So if he easily use Sako for put it for inside Skapak, then use other agents them also for infiltrate the revolution. Even for Skapak, a decision for choose that law firm. It be also been one of the collaborators them. Akere Muna. Now through Akere Muna, they fed them to that law firm for gain their confidence, so they want try for help. So these people they don't work for this system within the revolution. They try to infiltrate the system, but the things then reach for climax. Now when they began to say the bilingualism committee, they not be work, they not be go through because the sake will be the refuse for be corrupted. They don't try always for offer him money for through one way or the other. They system a man way. If he can't reach on stage, he no go get that langato for follow it the way they go and do. So then decide for move Seseko for they for bring in people Sako in particular where they know some man way he go fit easily go ahead with the corruption for say the revolution. So at that time I'll give you the intelligence, some few tips them on the intelligence how to get this information them. So during that time, I think around November we then decide to bring in Fayengo Francis, Pobia, then create the disarmament committee for Boko Haram and the so-called Northwest and Southwest. But you know, say the Boko Haram fight we done there for a long time. They never ever create any committee for disarmament.
Yes.
So they do use Boko Haram to make the international community meet and see the thing look legitimate.
That's true.
But the main project for the disarmament committee be been to take out Siseko and for me the people they be already Mafani Musonge be already walk them through me they replace it. Remember, say before this period, they be done bring people the way they go full Siseko about even country the way they feel support it. They be done bring success Congo. Some of these intelligence services the way they work for the multinational them. They be done present themselves, let's say na dealer they provide weapons them. Then bring success Congo me they can introduce of Siseko. Say Siseko will get the best way go fit say they carry the certain Milan go check their company them. All this one between the people they did want to try for get control for the revolution, for influence things them. But through all their contacts with Siseko, they be feel Siseko no go go along with whatever where they talk them. And even the people the way they can arrest Siseko, where they make and they pick up Siseko, now still this same intelligent officer the way they be end up for pick Siseko. So that way then create this bilingualism, this disarmament committee for November 2018. Me replace Siseko 2017. Me replace Siseko. They are the first order way. No, sorry, I don't take. When they create this bilingualism committee, treat the IG, and eventually they come for November can create that this disarmament committee where they finally can pick up Siseko. What will happen? I say for January when they replace Siseko with
just for clarity. That means saying that these people they give the advice for them for create for transition governing council into creating an IG, right?
Yes, now them bring that advice. Say me then create the IG. They even bring people that they can convince Siseko say then get some 6 countries the way they go support see. Then bring the agent. They can't talk say no. If you make a government, then they go easily bring people to go pull for this. So now they influence Siseko. Siseko make government. Now the people that will be behind the trick Siseko. Siseko say if they create government, it go lead way for independence. So but anyway, they be end up come move Siseko, bring in Sako them for they then try to even make election. But somehow that reach a tango way be the inside they then bring them push Sako Ikome for front. They replace even the election where they be make and hold na Chris Anu then put na Sako for inside. Sako replace Siseko. After Sako replace Siseko, you remember say now for 2018 where it happened.
Yes. It happened for March.
So, for March. For that same year, 2018. Before I reach before I want to talk to one because it be very important. For 2000 and for around February or March, where we travel go for Nigeria. You remember that my trip for Nigeria?
Yeah, we want to go do that investigation.
Yes. Then why we go do that investigation. Now for inside some big hotel where they be tell me say, ma go meet up Ellie Smith. You know, say Ellie Smith has been a big journalist in Cameroon at that time.
Yeah.
They say, I go meet up Ellie Smith for that hotel. So 7 people the way they don't bring them for train them. For recruit them for BBC. I go for that hotel. Now for that hotel, I meet up. I first hear this Barry Corbett. Now for them, I go hear about this Barry Corbett company. For some people, they want no one call their name. But when now white people the way they work for some this diploma the way they are discuss with them, then talk say, hey, this guy then they struggle for twist, they struggle for drink will be the drink nimbo. Then talk about Barry Corbett, then talk about how this multinational company they manipulate the politics for they and discuss. Later on I meet up Eddie Smith because the big devil conference when I come for they would drink, we get the conversation, general conversation. So if you've been a month way at that time it will define a journalism work also for day. So it will define a connection for day. But most of the people they be there for day, they will get NGO them for day, they will get people they want work on this our problem for inside that hotel. So now the for that hotel for the first time I be here that name say Barry Cobet, say some chocolate company day. The company is work now for East Cameroon. They be the struggle for expand inside Ambazonia, but the French embassy no go want them. So that way this our struggle start. This Barry Cobet company, it no be there inside Ambazonia. They no be buy cocoa na for Ambazonia, but they will want to buy cocoa for inside Ambazonia. So they see this our struggle like an opportunity for come there now can play savior. Then me then give them chance to expand and even build new cocoa farm them for inside Ambazonia. Now they plan that way they want to do. Now from that hotel where we get that intelligence. So after years, the people they already contact our leader them before they leave for day, and other people them be set up the circle them, me then carry the circle them go there for La Republique. So now that white people they be there for behind. So at that stage, what we hear about the that mention the circle for day, I also begin to other link them from La Republique. So other people the way they be there for the way they be sympathetic with our struggle, the way they be engaged with these intelligence services them already for Nigeria. So for it won't be that way that replace Sako, that way that replace they bring in Richard Tango, Richard Fayengo Francis when they be give you that post for November 2018. They appointed for November 2018. The first thing where it do he calls Sako, Sako say me them ban ADF, Sokadef, and all other group me them demilitarize them all. So they appoint that man with presidential degree for November 2018. December, before the end of that December, Sako announced them ban all forces them. It will be a direct order and direct consequences for the creation of that disarmament committee. Yeah. So now they didn't start that their program. For 2019, now for May, around May now the thing that we done ready, that part I would call me. The thing that we done already ready for 2000 when they already banned the other forces. Them the Sakura already showed that they go ahead with which way they go and do. Now we that Barry Cobet their CEO. I don't know whether you know you already Antoine San Afrique. He named to San Afrique. San Afrique. He come now can introduce this deal for Pobia for can seal now. Now he bring now Lanzeri Pedro. Now the Switzerland ambassador, he introduced him now for Pobia. Imagine say a CEO of a company come for inside Yaoundé, they introduce the ambassador to Pobia, they shake hands, he cross the two, they hand me the whole friend. Diplomatically, they already tell now where to go. Pobia move golden statue, hand them for Antoine Sanafri. My friend, the way they give intelligence, they will tell you where they go on at that moment. I will talk about people that look me like a fool. Pobia give you golden statue. When I see all man they can't take golden statue for Cameroon, no people know nothing. The kind people read that can't take golden statue, if you name them, all they know about Ambazonia. So then give your own golden statue, give Lanzeri his own statue, but he only be a gold. So the main person will be there for this hand. When I the CEO for Barry Cobet. Yeah. Now for the way they introduce the deal for Pobia agree. Say if they bring normalcy for Ambazonia, they go grant the seaport, Douala seaport for this Switzerland conglomerate. They will also grant them access for buy cocoa from Southern Cameroon and also for open cocoa farm there for Southern Cameroon. Okay. This deal happened with Pobia for May 2020. Now around that period, the way they start to begin prepare for launch my trip to Boya because all that money, all those things they come together at that period. So now the way they be that arrangement for destroy our struggle with Sako, they start to give Sako direct communication. Sako now contact Ebenezer Akwanga for bringing inside because Ebenezer Akwanga now the only person we for fit bring in some credibility for get the self-defense them. I don't know how it then go. It happened between the two, but now the two trusted people in that way, they want try for use them for destroy the struggle. Ebenezer Akwanga through and Sako be the main person.
Okay.
Where these people that they do all this their mafia for the.
So
these things that they go on for
so
a
now,
long time.
Now I want to ask you, say, so from then on, from that period, how a manage move so they go on carrying out the matter from for them for use Sako for ban all the other groups them, and then for only make Sako so that they fit do the negotiation. So that means they set the stage now for the Swiss talks, right?
Yes, they set the stage for the Swiss talk by banding the other groups so that Sako could be the legitimate leader with the legitimate force. They be no say the Amazonian force of Ground Zero, they be already demonstrated, they don't already fall for 2K for the Palaba government. So they know so when they will delegitimize the other group them, or they will fall under Sako. Remember, certain way they be even the band this group them. Ebenezer Kwanga be there for inside restaurant. If you not believe and go listen for the report for the treasurer for Sako, it's a time where they be ban all those group them. So can they be banning be just been a drama because the day when they be Chris Anu be announced that ban, Sako and Ebenezer Kwanga they be already there for restaurant the shop. They be already discuss the way because so it be been on a drama.
Yeah.
For Amazonian people them. Me Oman say they ban na all group them. So they want to say me Oman do go na under government. So nothing that way happened after them ban those groups them for delegitimize them. But unfortunately, Ayabacho, easy day like Nazumbi where they shoot him in they die. They shoot him in they die. It is never succumb. It is still maintain a principle them. So that is what happened. Then bring in now the HD. The HD come now later, like a contractor, where the Swiss government now through this Lanzerie now way then go bring in the Swiss ambassador. You remember, I say, even when the Swiss government want fight for Bia for Switzerland, the Switzerland ambassador they fight for Pobia from Yaoundé. Yeah. So the Swiss government legitimized the process. Why the Swiss ambassador lobby for say me the foreign ministry say me then give the project for the HG because now already a pre-arranged issue. Even when the Swiss the foreign minister appoint a bureaucrat, the bureaucrat met Seseko representative, met Ayabacho representative, they make objection, he agree with them. Say this body Kobetin, they correct, but he get power, he get no power.
Over it.
So, but eventually, the fact that Ayabacho and Seseko then deny to go for the process, the whole thing, it collapsed.
Okay.
But Barry, Kobet, and the HD, na a contractor where he dey for money, na lie to lie, wait for them to come out for even control the HD now no day. So Ebenezer, even inside the group, the way the Rango signed for the now only Sako and Ebenezer Kwanga they for the both head they for the now a strong head. They argue within themselves because they know they see the HD action now they go past where they be expect and say it go happen.
Okay.
They now move soldier them from ground zero go to Ghana. They no fit bring back the soldier them for day. So they even themselves when they for the HD talk, they don't discover and say that HD na lie. But wait for them to come out because Sakoda already chop money, it already engaged itself. Ebenezer Akanga already engaged itself beyond repair.
Yes. And
the other group they now they come up for day, it remain na only scoop. So me the scoop people then they ask Milan say what they do for day? What Milan they do for day?
Okay. So
or even the other group they don't come up for day, the Republic of Amazonia.
Yeah.
Their report they talk say these people are having activities beyond the scope and even beyond the knowledge of other members who are there.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you this question. Which you don't make the HG now, it don't come out now from the Swiss talks. They don't come out now. They go begin to deal with the traditional chiefs and the traditional municipalities.
Now, what did the one do? This are still the last kick of a dying horse. They already know there will be no credible negotiation with Dr. Cho Ayaba, the ADF, and the AGOFC because they will not compromise about our stance for independence.
Okay.
They are looking for an alternative to make sure that, if possible, the United Nations security will give independence to Southern Cameroon. They should make sure that Dr. Cho Ayaba should not be close to power. They will prefer to give that independence to the traditional rulers and people that are going to create a power vacuum for them to manipulate the system. No matter, under no circumstances, where these people will not allow Ayabacho to take control, because first, Ayabacho will come and build a democracy that will have no foreign influence. He will build a military that will have no foreign influence. He will be an Ambazonia for Ambazonia. They are looking for a plan B to secure foreign interest in our country. Even if it means that they will go and look for grassroots power, make sure that a transitional authority that will be there will not have that intelligence and that structure that can protect our interests. Just like they have done to many African countries.
Okay.
Before they give you that country, they want to build the government, write your constitution, so that the leader that is going to rule you will be tied with this international conspiracy that they cannot give it to you. So this is a desperate move by the AG to undercut the whole process and go directly to the source to prepare the ground in case the UN come tomorrow that, okay, instead for you to give you guys talks, we will give you the independence directly because we don't want to give it through your leader.
Yeah.
The leaders that are leading you, we don't want to give this independence through this leader. Let us give it directly to the people.
That they have already manipulated, and they have put their colonial infrastructures already back embedded within the traditional system.
Yes, now they are looking for traditional rulers. They are looking for the so-called stakeholders to make sure that the people who are actually championing the true cause of Ambazonia will not have any influence, to neutralize the influence of Ayabacho as much as they can. That's their objective now. So that if the Security Council do something that they cannot predict, because once the Security Council will come in, which we understand that the case of Gabu, the Americans are pushing for the case of Gabu in a way that is going to be unpredictable. If the UN break through for Southern Cameroon, then the United Nations will now say that, oh, we cannot recognize just the one leader. This is a collective thing. Let's go and meet the chiefs. They have already arranged their people, the stakeholders. That's why you see people like Abdul Karim, they are only talking about negotiation table. Let us go to the negotiation table and meet there and discuss. They are not talking about how to liberate the people.
Yeah.
They just want to go and sit there. They are looking for people who want to sit in that negotiation table and say that this is about the whole Southern Cameroon. No! If we have to have the real freedom that we are fighting for, the people who are leading the fighting should be the one to even decide who will be on that negotiation table. Negotiation table is not a plebiscite. It is not a vote where everybody will have a say. The people who champion the war, the leader of the liberation war, is the uncontested, pure representation of that aspiration of the people.
Okay.
Any other person who could not stand for the people, who could not sacrifice and take the risk to stand for the people, will not be able to stand for the people when the things are good. And they know this. So no matter what they do, they will make sure that the pure aspiration of our people is compromised. Whether it is true somehow or somehow, they will make sure that it is compromised.
All right,
it is now left for the Ambazonia people to reject all these schemes and make sure that the ones that are really standing for their pure independence, that is standing for their democratic society that they want, they should go in for that person without fear or favor. Then they will secure their future. But if they allow these people to keep on manipulating us, using people like that, now they have given them a legitimacy that is very difficult to take back. How do you go now and stop the AG? How can you stop them?
All right, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your clarity. Thank you very much for your information. That's why, we come to you in such at such time. All right. Thank you very much, DDC. This call so unasabi who Comrade Capo Daniel B. Now FBF Ambazonia unasabi the credible information we give we unasabi in knowledge and how they take the time for investigate all these things. So we want to take the time for thank you. First of all, we want to thank you since you still there for line. We want to thank you plenty for the work we do, especially for the Savannah states. We see the effectiveness of your leadership. We see the work where you and the forces we see the coordination of action We see a la Republique du Cameroun the shake. So we want tell you, say the Ambazonia people, they be behind you. We really love your leadership. We love the style where you work hand in hand with your generals and your commanders. Them. We could take this call from the leader.
Hey, wait.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Okay, sir. Let me connect you. Let me connect you to the speaker. I was using Bluetooth. Okay. All right. With the, my fellow Ambazonians, we'll be very fortunate today. Say we don't finish for talk, and now we'll get the leader of our war of independence. Where he gets on to for tell we, Mr. President. Go ahead, sir. Good afternoon, Mr.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly,
am I
sir.
on?
Yeah, you are on, sir.
All right. I just wanted to intervene in this discussion because it's very critical. I am in a very difficult position to say certain things because it may come across as attacking personalities or undermining other leaders. So I find it very difficult. There are a lot of things that are coming out, like the revelations that Mr. Baram Mark made on SCBC. That is information we had had for more than 2 months. We had all the details. We knew those who, and the method of transfer of funds. We knew who picked up the money, where the person picked up the money. But it was very difficult to put it out because it may be perceived as Dr. Ayaba or the ACOC trying to blackmail people. There are groups in our war of independence that are highly infiltrated. They don't even know it. And the reason is because there are a couple of ways that occupiers use to undermine the spirit of resistance. First, they use a frontal assault, blackmail, and then they create other groups to infiltrate. They create small groups that come as peripheral support for core groups. They use financiers from inside, big donors. So they create all of these mushroom outfits that act like lobbying institutions to alter the direction of policy. And so there is a lot going on in our war of independence. But the nature of our war does not give us the opportunity sometimes from the perspective of leadership to talk about these things because it may become the next source of conflict within the social space. It took us almost a year to be able to declare Sako and Anu as infiltrators. And I have always argued against that because in liberation struggles, it is not wise policy to take extremely strong stance with respect to the domestic politics and direction. I can't get up one day and say I ban somebody or I declare this outfit persona non grata because the way these things evolve, you might be bound for the necessity for stability and a positive outcome to still talk to those individuals and outfits. And you will make your previous stance, looking childish. So we have moved cautiously, even though we knew a lot of things going on. Some of these leaders were manipulated without them really knowing. I have known Dr. Akwanga for, I think, close to 30 years. I think one of his weakest link is that of accountability. If I would want to talk about him, I would say there are qualities he has. I wish I had them. That ruthlessness on domestic foes, I think, which is one of my weakest quality. That I don't have the ruthlessness against domestic foes, which is something Akwanga has, and which is good for liberation leaders. But his weakest point is that of finance. I wouldn't go more into that. Other leaders have their weaknesses. They have their weaknesses, which we know. But we are not at that level in this war of independence where we can, move in some radical ways, because the regime will infiltrate and intoxicate the public space, undermine the spirit of the resistance at home. That is why I have been very cautious, because chaos does not favor us. Stability and a sense of working together favors the policies that we have put in place. And I can say this without undermining anyone. No group has the policy to liberate other than the AGOC. No group. It doesn't exist. But you cannot also delegitimize them because they count in some form or shape. Why I'm intervening, and I'll say this more on Saturday. Our people should grow up. The chaos that exists is not because we are divided. Our people are united. The chaos that exists within a group, and that's the IG. So, and I want to say this again when people say Ambazonians are divided. No. The consortium has internal problems. AGOC has its own internal issues, but it does not translate into chaos out of the AGOC. There is only one setup in our war of independence that has that chaos. It is the same platform that came into existence on the premise of unity. Ambazonians should know this. It is not to undermine them, but know the facts. All the contestations, all the activities. There is no liberation movement where you have high-ranking officials, even at the defense level, like you find So Foncha. You have people like Santos who work at the highest level, that these people are now working with the regime, and those political movements still continue. Ambazonian War of Independence is the only one where you have visible high-level officials who oversaw defense movements and now work with the regime, and those movements still have credibility. I can't blame these leaders. I blame the Ambazonian people who allow themselves to be politically manipulated. And they continue to allow themselves. They are driven by hate for the truth, driven by hate for what is going to give them freedom. We are still following the same strategy of La République, where we think you should be compensated. No. The Ambazonian Governing Council gives no compensation, no promise to anyone. 99% of those who work in the leadership will not have any portfolio within the government of Ambazonia. Because if we call ourselves vanguard, is to guard not only the liberation struggle against external influence and intoxication and manipulation, but to see that the future Ambazonian government is not infiltrated by the marketization and democratization system of the West that is based on profit. Ambazonians must know that the strategy of La République, again, is not to defeat us on the ground. We have defeated them. And as you just said in your opening, our strategy was to undermine them in our territory, make them to transfer resources and focus on the army, and then leave development issues, education issues, social issues within their countries unsolved, create an internal resistance within Cameroon that will give them a choice between holding power in Ambazonia or keeping Cameroon together. Everything we said from the first day, when we promised the truth to the Ambazonian people, has come out to be true. We hear people go out, they slander. And I want to address one issue here also. I've heard so many people talk about why do I work with Seseko or why he is in jail, and they talk about SCBC. Let me clarify you people. It is not me who reached out to Seseko. I have wanted never to say this. I never had Seseko's contact. It is Seseko who reached out to me and asked if we should work together. And I thought it was a good idea. And I still think it is a good idea. It is me who told him in my hotel in Nigeria that I think we should elect you as our leader, the 7 founders of SCACOF. When people say, oh no, I didn't recognize Seseko as president of Ambazonia. I do not still recognize him as such. That position is a policy one. It's not the position of Dr. Choayaba. But I recognize him as a gentleman with his own limitations like any other human being. And as I've said, we'll have our differences continuously and we will critique any position they take. And I expect the same from them to criticize us if you hold a position that perceives to undermine us. The second issue, I didn't go ask for SCBC. No. We were asked if we could work in collaboration to raise it up. And I thought it was a good idea. I've heard some people say we can't. No, I don't need SCBC. I don't need it. If SCBC can do the job to strengthen our people, speak for our people, that is good and fine for all of us as Ambazonians. In our way of conducting business in this war of liberation, we hold ourselves to the highest integrity. The truth is sacrosanct. It will not be tweaked in favor of any policy that advantage the AGOC rather than Ambazonia. I give enormous respect to everyone who has contributed positively in our liberation struggle. 99% have made mistakes because of lack of understanding of the nature of liberation struggles. Some have realized it and they have realigned. Ambazonians, the person speaking to you, Dr. Cho Ayaba, and I want to say this to you people, is the only man, dead or alive, that can defeat Yaoundé and give you your independence. I don't undermine any other leader. I've studied each person. You can go to the moon, go to whichever place. For 4 years, you people, as Capo has said, you people have attacked my integrity and everything I've got. I would never respond. I am the only. If you want independence, commit to the strategy that I have put in place through the Ambazonian Governing Council. It is incorruptible. It can never be infiltrated, not even from inside. I say this with all humility to the facts. For 4 years, people have tried on Facebook. They have attacked. They have predicted. They have denied. They have gone from extreme left to extreme right. They are still talking. They don't have an inch of land to show you. They don't have anything to project to you that gives you pride. You are still confused. I am happy you are still confused. But you will get up one morning with your eyes wide open. And maybe it may be too late. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir. All right. That one, now the leader of our war of independence, he to talk, say, make it add some small thing for which we talk for here. Make a conclude for all we. These multinational companies, make Ambazonia they get this because a lot of these things una go only get them for this platform. All right, a lot of the information we share for here, una go only get them for here. Because I don't spend about 15 years for acquire this kind of very rare knowledge for places for the world and meet some of the top leadership experts and psychology people the way they don't when they help Clinton the Clintons and one of my teachers. I need to take calls them right now. So even if you call, I know we'll pick up. I will open. I will give room time for people them for call. All right. So a lot of the information we provide them for here, you go only get them for here because I don't spend about 15 years for acquire some kind knowledge, because now the kind of knowledge you have will be I be interested for acquire them. These multinational companies then, when I look at a company, it be created for one purpose, for grow the company and make plenty money. So the reasons why these multinational companies, not be all them, they dirty want them. They dirty want them. The reason why they like make war continue, now because most parts of Africa, the level of education is still there at the primitive stage. So the people they not you understand a lot of which it happen. Now hear me fine. For most parts of Africa and other parts of the world, but mostly in Africa, the level of education is still be at the primitive stage. So most people, their brain, they still get now a primitive traditional brain. Now 7 levels the day. Most people that is still there at level 2 for most places. So their capacity for reason objectively it never really be developed. These people, they understand this psychology. So they be interested for places where war over plenty. Because when war over plenty, it gives them the opportunity for sign cheap contracts, for promise those people support. Like right now, La Republic got plenty problems them. So these companies and these countries, where the big these companies them through their countries, they will come for that time now. They can't tell Pobia say, look, we understand what you go through. A very tough time this for you. We'll be here for support you. So this company now they act like financial backing for this for country that they be very unstable during that time. They take a small crisis where a country they explode them. We'll give an example. When the problem started for Central African Republic for 2012, now only 2 rebel groups they be there. Only 2 rebel groups. This organization they call and say HD. It decide for talk say, hey, I want to help the government and the rebel groups them make they solve this problem, make they come together. The moment HD enter for Central African Republic, just as they don't enter for Ambazonia, they go for back. They go for back. They go give small money. They create 11 other small armed groups them for places the way they get natural resources. Make the war over continue for them, and then now for them forget those natural resources, they go sign very cheap contract with the government. Now they call and say economic hitmen. They will come now, the government not fit pay water bills. They will come now, they say, okay, Pobia, look, because when I overget problem, make we buy the water company. They will come buy the water. They will come buy now the water for that place. They will come buy the light. They will come buy the company we go create road. They will come buy the hospital. So now the people, they will get a country, but all thing they already sell all thing for these multinational companies them. And that's why now they go end up for influence all the policies them for the new country. When I hear fine. 19 days and say economic hitmen. The people behind the scene where they play the dirty games of which you need to even see them for outside here. We not get for understand now the level of infiltration that. So why did he strive for support Pobia, for give Pobia or international assurance, say he get countries the way that they support it, then they go for back, they create their dirty deals. For start for secure power at the grassroots level. So when HD now, it don't bring, now then they, as Capo don't explain now then they help engineer for pick up Sissoko, now then they engineer for Chuk Samuel Sako inside here. Now then they give all the advice through La Republique Secret Intelligence Services for do all this dirty game for create this chaos for Ambazonian revolution. When I don't experience and all. Now then that they don't go now for ground zero. For go the assure the process of effective decentralization. What did they do now? Now what did they call and say decentralization of peace? They go now for the mayor of Boya. A town where like the public they do everything for make sure say it appears stable. They go now for they tell you say, hey, Mr. Mayor, we don't understand, we see this problem. They want to go assure that mayor. And then they give them money for back. Give them plenty money for back for them for buy all the fighters so they all around Fako. Not the work of economic hitmen than this. For assure the survival of their operations. Inside Manu, la Republic government, it don't put 82 million CFA inside the state of Manu. 82 million. The new mayor, where they don't put it for Manfe. The new mayor, where they don't put your Manfe. They don't give it 82 million CFA. For work directly with the military. That money na the military give. Now the B captain. Now give the new B captain because they killed the ADF killed the other B captain. Now the B captain, he give with the commissioner of police and the captain for gendarme and the general for army. They give the new mayor of Manfe 82 million. 2 days after Mayor Ojong died, after the kill Mayor Ojong, 2 days after, and that time they never even make it officially me be the mayor. He don't sign for do the work. When I hear me fine, they give 82 million. Now the B captain give the money. The commissioner of police be there. The B captain for gendarme be there. The general for army be there. They give 82 million. They don't tie rope for a neck. He must do the work. What will be the work? Now he be responsible for this, for find all ways for kill all the other fighters them. When I hear me fine. Now I be responsible for use the infiltrated defense group them for kill all the other fighters them for Manu. You see, a lot of people don't know if you understand this kind of game until you can't explain them for them. All these things will be connected. I want to tie this so that more understand the complexity of what people that they fight for. So all the infiltrated groups will be created by the infiltrators. They go take this money, they go give them. They will go behind the scene now. They will kill other fighters. And Ambazonians, they no go understand why. Why the Bui warriors, they kill soldiers they for Bui warriors. Now we don't understand. Why be say a group of soldiers them, they go give them all money, make they come out all go for Nigeria. Now we don't understand. The game for una freedom, na a very complex game. That's why for most of una, where una di shidon, una di support all these people them. I don't tell una. Now una be responsible. All these people they make loud noise. Now una be responsible for the chaos for the revolution. Una be responsible. People, they get loud noise. They not fit tell anything. Today they did not for year. Tomorrow they did not for year. The next day they did not for year. Una they still go support them. And they don't get nothing for show now. Una they still go donate money for una. Now una be responsible. So waiting una they call and say, the devil. There is nothing for this world where they exist as a devil in physical life. No, not you know they. The devil, they are weaknesses. Where you know the truth, you choose for follow lie. You know what you go walk, you choose for follow waiting a flash. Now the devil that. The devil inside you, now your own fear for do what to be right. The devil for your marriage. Now the devil for your marriage between you and your woman. Now the love we wanna choose, instead for give each other love, wanna choose quarrel. Now the devil that. So what you wanna call and say evil spirits. Now when people they know what for do them for make their life better, they choose now for go they do all the other nonsense like Ambazonians now. We go provide now the best education, but most of them go prefer gossips and kosh. Now the devil that. Now what you wanna call and say devil. Now in that. And so if you see most societies them where they never really get some kind of level of education, that's why they really believe for these men of God. Why? Because the people they no one do the thing where they no one take actions for their life. They no one study. People no one study. They no one do the hard work. They believe say some man get nyongo. When they see person they work 10 hours a day and then they can't get money for inside the same quarter where they commode. It start with cigarette box. Now so they would love it. It is sell cigar for road. It is sell cigar for road. That boy go be there. He go sell cigar from morning, from 10 o'clock in morning till 10 o'clock at night. From 10 o'clock in morning till 10 o'clock at night. And then he go move from cigar box. He go open small store for that same place. They go still the looky. They need to understand say now hard work, intelligence, planning. He open small store. From that small store, he open big store. From big store, he come out, he go open big store for some place. They will say, hey, na nyongo, na your uncle will die. Now he sending money now he sending money. Your uncle will die. Now that your uncle will die. Now he sending money. No be na so una the talk. No be na so una will talk. Say na your uncle will die. Now he sending money. Now your papa will die. Now he sending money. If papa will die, it is sending money from bearing ground. Physical money for bearing ground. And then when you go open another store, when some accident can happen for a family, bam! Either a cousin or a pikin something happen. Oh, it don't go get for nyongo. I'll give you a prime example. The last time we go home before this war start, now for 2015, we come out Kumba. We go Manfe. We come out Kumba around 8 o'clock at night. They go Manfe. My cousin don't go find some motor because I tell them say go hire a driver way go with a motor way if take all me and my family, my cousin them and my brother. They don't go find driver. Would he drive the go for night? As she done for front with the driver. I just talk to my family for country talk. Say they say this boy they so then I say the sleep oh. I talk say the way where I did really see like say this boy the sleep. I talk say like say this driver I did like say the sleep. As I talk so I shaky. I say driver woke up. You sure say you did? You sure say sleep me do you? You say no sleep me do me. I've been already. I did me fine. Sleep me do me. I talk. It not even reach 2 minutes again. I talk to my family. Say they say it did like say this boy the sleep. Make we continue now for talk for you, for engage you for conversation, for keep you awake. It not make 5 minutes after I talk that talk. Boom! Now the boy that it don't go jam for. It don't go jam. for corner road. The motor don't go jam for night. Boom. Fortunately for we, the other side na steep valley. And I dey for motor with all me and most of my family members. So now, if we not be no say, they say na sleep be worry that boy. Most people, if that thing be happen, most of you will die. Therefore, the toxin a patron, it don't give all way for Nyongo. Right? Not be na so una for the talk. But now in that, who know before one can, the one go take me can carry we. How many bottle me baby don't drink? Maybe you don't already work all day. And then now don't go tell you say some people the day for higher moto. It just woke up, rest in never rest. At the point all these things for all now. Because una the belief for devil, una not like hard work, una believe for Nyongo, una not like for do the hard work. The leader of Ambazonian revolution, Dr. Yaba, he don't come with clean heart. Clean heart, clean hand, na different level thinking. Na 7 levels of leadership day. Either for the final level where they call and say level 7. I don't need for go for all that one today. But Sunday I go explain that for all now. Either for level 7. Most of the other one they did for level 2, level and level, they operate now for level 2 and level 3. And that's why they behave that way. That's why you feel corrupt them. Most of all una chiefs them for una villages, they still function for level 2 level of leadership. Probably the function for level 3. All at Tanganji, la République du Cameroun as a state, they run them for level 3. Now 7 levels a day. They run la République du Cameroun for level 3 level of leadership. And that's why they feel keep people them anyhow. And no man of it talk anything. Alright, I give now all this one. May una know say una get a choice. Una get a choice. For continue for support failure. No strategy, no roadmap, corrupt people, corrupt leaders, corrupt mindset. What do you think say your future will be like? Same with the Republic of Cameroon. You get the most corrupted system on the face of the planet. The most corrupt leadership. The most corrupt institution. How you think say the nation will be like? Same with the Ambazonian revolution. There is no such thing. The devil way when the things say the devil day. The evil spirit. Now the weakness for people them for follow it to the work. Now the time for the Ambazonian people them. Because we give now all this education and background for say the Swiss HD it go do its own work and you know if you do anything about it. I mean, you know if you stop them, but you fit implement the strategy where the leader don't give you, where it go disrupt all what they try for do. They try for weaken the Ambazonian revolution. They try for bring in the Frundis. They try for bring in the Bala. They try for jam all things so that by the time, like the public knows they don't finish, but they know say by the time the one go reach there, it go for being a consensus agreement. So they go for bring all these people that can't talk. That's what they tell when I say the people the way they fight for independence and they go make the decisions. People no go fight and other people they can't talk. It no go happen. Una support waiting go guarantee una freedom and waiting go guarantee say when una get that freedom, una get the country where una desire. Una no go get an empty country where they already fill them all with corrupt people then. Then Ambazonia will be just like any other African country. Paul Kagame for Rwanda. He fight for the people of Rwanda. He stand up with a clean hand, with a clean heart for defend the people their freedom. and build a society for Africa and elevate all Rwanda people them. Elevate the entire nation. They don't create now a system where the world deal with them based on fairness. You come, we talk fair business. No, you know go bribe some people then for back for sign the T contract. No. Fair business for the benefit of the Rwandan people then. And then the company go do na clean business. Just like they come for Canada do clean business. Just like they go for America do clean business. Once you get a structure, countries if they become highly profitable when you create an environment if you do clean business. But if you not create that environment, then they will take advantage, they get very cheap deals, and then the people them for the rest of their lives, they get nothing. 1980 happen. We must change. We must follow which the work. The leader don't give the Ambazonian people them a roadmap. He don't give the Ambazonian people them a strategy for national liberation. He don't build the finest force for ground. We either leave them, they infiltrate all the other small group them. And then now the other small group them would be controlled by the infiltrators. They now start for go cause the chaos for the stable groups them. Now the choices Ambazonia get for make them. And that's why they provide this education. That's why they ask all now. Since una start for commit for TTOF for the last 4 months, una don't see what they don't provide them for ground. Una don't see how the world don't change the talk. Una don't see what don't happen already for Cameroon. Just as the leader promised the Ambazonian people then. You get any other leader for this revolution? You get any other leader? We don't tell una what be their plan for the program. What be their plan for buy more guns and bullets? What be their plan? You get any other one? Their plan for train more soldiers? ADF don't put new brigade for Fundong. For Boyo. They don't put a new brigade for Fundong. And I don't see them. Yesterday, they don't put another brigade for Ndian. Now, which other group, defense group, we go come tell and say, we don't create this brigade, and when I say, which one? So that all those places will be more stable. Because they work now strategically. Now, only when a group don't finish their training before they put them as a brigade. You know, just take guns and just give boys them and guns and bullets. Just give boys them. Without education, revolutionary education and philosophy, without a code of conduct, without a standard, without a structure, without accountability. That's why they don't try for undermine ADF. It never work. For project all the other one, them it never work. Now, we see, because we don't change the strategy, we don't even see even Gary Boy. He tried for can they claim ADF action them for Bamenda. Now the one going under for Boya. It no work. Which they never try them for undermine ADF. It never work. Now all the actions of their young provocateurs and the infiltrators them that for undermine the revolution. So, once you sign up for TTOF, you guarantee the stability of our revolution. You guarantee the power, so will become more powerful on the ground. For July, the leader promised the Ambazonian people said they will put 10,000 AK bullets on ground. They put 10,000 AK bullets on ground for TTOF. Now, which other group? If you can tell when that kind of thing. How many groups? None. When I want freedom, you want independence. If you know one, make HD. It give you an empty country. Or help la Republique Make it take back control for ground zero. For your watch. Then you do what you're supposed to do as an Ambazonian. For protect that freedom. Protect the people them. When I see what they do for our people them every day. The time for nonsense get for stop. Time for nonsense get for stop. At the time this all we get for focus. For do the hard work. We believe for hard work. All people the way they don't come out ground zero, they come outside. The one the way they put their head, they work hard for it with a plan of action. Most of them they succeed. The one the way that they woke up for morning time, go for church, make na Jesus bless them. They wait make na Jesus bless them. Their own life today. For this part of the world, people believe for hard work. All the billionaires and multi-millionaires, they believe for hard work. Any man where you get a business, you know say take na hard work. You get a practice, you know say take na hard work. You be mommy, you get picking them, you know say take na hard work for raise them. Same with this revolution. It go take hard work, it go take investment of resources, it go take una commitment, but the guarantee say we must beat Cameroon and take back our country. That one I guarantee. How fast we do them, that one be up to you. How soon we do them, that one be up to you. We'll get a plan of action, we'll get the forces, we'll get the generals, the Ambazonian, Mami and Papa them for ground zero. When I know say all them be ready. All them be ready. And their commitment be very high. So you commit for TTOF. Commit. AGOFC don't promise.
Power off.
The leader don't give blessings for AGOFC people to make a credit TV. We're not go get a TV very soon. It come. So that we will give inspiration for our people them. And it will be a true Ambazonia Liberation TV. Because when you create them from the heart for do what it's supposed to do, they know they bring any other guest for day not only about Ambazonia resistance, Ambazonia inspiration, and Ambazonia ownership in terms of our freedom for project our papa them, project our mommy them. It will be a true inspirational liberation TV for our people them. For provide quality education for our people them. Quality inspiration for our people them. For give hope for our people them. It will be in a place where people will just go shit down for they do argument about who be right, who be wrong. No. It will be in that kind of TV. Very highly educational and informational. Alright? So that one, when I know say that one they come. Now about make all man commit. Make all we for very critical phase. Make all man commit. All the La Republic of Cameroon, their agenda with the infiltrators. When I know say don't collapse. Now America don't talk. Game don't change. So be excited. Be hopeful. Be willing. Be committed. October 1 offer. We need for Project Ground Zero for the world they will never see them. Last year we do great. This year, whoo! This year a movie for all the 13 states. And we'll go for broadcast and for our television. For all the 13 states. As it happen for Ground Zero, we show them for the whole world how we don't take control. Show our soldier them. Show our communities. Show mommy that they march. Show papa that they march. And they be protected by our forces. If we do them, if we concentrate our energy for effective leadership, so our communication, especially for this platform, will change. Our communication, especially for this platform, will change. We'll get really honest and focused for our people there. for debate the issues in a more strategic way. So even for this platform, when I would see the communication will change because of the nature of the revolution for this stage. We get for really bring our people them together, rally our people around a winning strategy, bring all the people the way they already deceived them. We get for help as when they talk, for bring them back into Christ, into life. Christ means a life. We get for bring them back into the revolution. Same for ground zero. We got for build those solid structures them for ground zero where like the public not infiltrate them and bribery not did it. Even as they don't put their money for Manu. When I go see the ADF brigade them for Manu. When I go see what go happen inside Manfe. Broad daylight inside Manfe. When I see what boys go, it go battle La Republique du Cameroun for broad daylight inside Manfe. Just like ADF, the battle La Republique du Cameroun military, broad daylight for Bamenda. Would he move the war into urban warfare? Same for Boya. They go do that, they are nonsense. But the structure where the leader don't build them, and the kind forces where they don't build them, they be untouchable. They be untouchable. Now General I will picking them. The spirit day. Now General F is picking them. Now General Popo is picking them. Now Dr. Yaba is picking them. Now Sheikh Kavi is picking them. The power, the structure, the courage they need to fight for money. They need to fight for restore the dignity of the Ambazonian people there. So we give them all the support where they need them. So we call upon all now for go make una commitment for TTOF. Now for that, you need go for TTOF, go sign up. If not $20 a month, go sign up. If you be pay 20, now na time for say, hey, make I increase them for 30, make I increase them for 40. You be pay 50, increase them for $100. One bullet na $2. One AK bullet na $2. So if you give na $10, that means you only give the forces na 5 bullets a month. If you put na $20, you only buy na 10 AK bullets a month. You give with $50 na 25 bullets. You give $100, yes. You put 50 bullets for those forces in their hand. And are the only group with the supply weapons. As I tell you yesterday, 80% of all the guns and for ground zero, all the guns and bullets, they come on for ADF and ACOFC. Now the joy that this freedom now for all we, not be for some person. Dr. Abaron tell you, not be interested for political power, it be interested, liberate the land, give the people them an opportunity for put a government in place for care for the aspirations, the dreams, and the hopes of our people them. We'll be vanguards. Now for all now. Mostly for our people that they study on Nigeria. The refugees them. The one where they don't scatter into La Republique du Cameroun. All man they cry for come home. All man want home. Make we give them a homeland. I will take a few calls and then we'll call them off for today. Yo, bro.
Wow. Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, man, I be listening to how CIC talk, and then I listen to Capo Daniel too. I really be so lifted to feel that he contribute for such a jam-packed program.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you're doing, bro. So me and my friend will be listening to CIC. Then as CIC start talk say he be the right man for liberate we. Now my friend start talk say why CIC gave the talk so he feel like say CIC be proud. I don't sit down for me and you don't argue. You dey get me, bro?
With all man the year you find.
So for my sense, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm very sorry, people. This is rude. My name is D to the M Whaler, baddest amber producer around here. You want to make music? Hit me up. Okay, so I was thinking and I was like, let's take a look at all these other leaders. Like, if you look at what CIC has done, just that move, he went to ground zero. That was a life-taking move. It hurts. It hurts. I'm somebody, I work in the field of art. I eat because I work on art. It's so hard to be genuine. And then you see fake people making it and they're like classifying them above you. So I understand when CIC talks like that because it really hurts. Imagine that people today, just because Sako came and opened a TV with some large mouth guy that is just spilling trash and banning this and that, and people are just clapping for him. So I want people, those people that have that mindset that CIC is proud and arrogant, it just takes you a second to try to understand what it means for you to be compared to a fake thing. Like, you can, let's just say you study, just look at you, man. You don't talk too much, but it takes just little to know that you're very educated. But when you listen to Chris Anu, man, just for a short time, you can really see, you feel ashamed. You feel like, how can this man be? It doesn't matter if people say he has a big voice, man, but his intellect is so low. Come on, let's be real. He was interviewing Dr. Umar yesterday, and the kind of questions he was asking, you could read on Dr. Umar's face that he was like, this is another stupid African up here in the States. So what I just wanted, yes, it's clear. I'm not speaking, I'm not ranting words because this is real. It's no propaganda, man. When you listen to that man just for a short while, you can see that his composure is not, his mindset is an illiterate, like for real. Let's just say it the way it is. He has done his part, but that's what he is. So I just wanted those people that are saying that CIC is proud. If you have ever been in a situation where you are genuine and they are comparing you to somebody that you know that has nothing to compare with you in that domain that they are trying to compare, you will get the feeling that CIC have, and you will know that you have to scream and let people know what you are about.
I have a I have a question for you.
Thank you, bro. Please bring it on.
What's wrong with someone being proud for being excellent?
Exactly. The question is so simple and straight. There's nothing wrong in that because
your friend that you spend time arguing with, which I will suggest, don't waste your time arguing with people. Your friend that you spend time arguing with, is he not proud of who he is?
He's still right here. He's the most proudest man I've ever met.
I'm just asking very simple. Is he not proud of who he is? Is he not proud of what he has done for his own life? You see, there's a difference between being proud and having pride. There's a difference between someone who has ego.
Exactly.
Look,
I get you, sir.
CIC has earned who he is. He's worked for it.
100.
He sacrificed for it. He has suffered for it. Who he is today, the way he speaks, is because he worked for it. Nobody gave it to him. Nobody gave Obama. Nobody gave Obama who Obama is. He worked for it. He worked to be that articulate. So Obama is proud because that is his self-esteem he's expressing. Why don't we want people to be excellent? Why don't we want people that are good at what they do? Yes.
Let's even say CIC has not done much. Let's take a look at these other people that people want us to call leaders. Take a look at Bo Herbert. Do you think that if the fire gone near Bo Herbert, he's not going to die instantly? That man looks scared. He's thinking and looking behind like somebody is coming when he's in the studio. Like he's scared of nothing. So that's he's just good for that radio.
All right, bro.
Well,
Thank
look
you.
at the other one.
Thank you very much for. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
let's-
I'm really humbled to get your call. Look, thank you so much. I like you so much, bro.
No, appreciate it, man. It's look, it's if you really have a heart, then you do whatever it takes for our people, and therefore we owe nobody any apology. CIC does not owe any Amazonian leader any apology. No one has sacrificed the way he sacrificed. No one has done what he has done. No one has been to places he's been to. No one has bear the burden of the revolution the way he has carried it. No one has ever been insulted the way he has been insulted. No one has been abused the way he's been abused by the Amazonian people. So for him to still be alive, it's a great privilege. Let me take this call from Ground Zero. Hello? Yo, comrade.
Right, my brother. How body?
No, mama, would they fine? All man, they hear you. Are they live? All man, they hear you fine.
Okay. Yes, you see, I think say we black people they will see be stupid. Make a talk say we black people so that so many of we Ambazonian will understand. You see, like this call away because he talk for you say so a friend he talk say too high about the proud.
Yes.
Right? Everybody give a proud for your achievement. So I talk to make you understand so that when somebody he talk for you say somebody the proud. He even he therefore talks proud for who you be and for which way you achieve. You know, because like go back again as well as Capo Daniel talk say most of we for diaspora will be illiterate them. We know the thing. You know, so sometimes when I hear sometimes come up, we try to talk something them when somebody like me now where they talk, if I just tell that your friend say shut up. Be proud. So you know the proud for your mommy. Just quote and small example. So you know proud for your mommy. This thing them small thing them. If you want to talk, you throw it out of your house straight away, or you tell you say making it go away because if you want try to intoxicate you, you know. So we get to really understand something, certain thing them. And then again, you go back again where you remember the first time I start talk with you, I will tell you say the Washington conference you know go hold. That's what I will tell you. And then the second thing, the second person I will call you again. I will talk now from I think now one of Akwanga guy them from here from South Africa where they call you Wetana Dela or Nadromega, one of those guys. I tell you say Akwanga na sell out. He said no, this ground be full of strength and all these things. I tell you say no. I don't see Akwanga he move them. Even a general for some for Lesotho, he tell me say Akwanga just need na money. You know, so sometimes we get for understand this thing them and I be happy way also way egg of see you want bring a liberation TV so that for educate more of our people. You know, and then again makes Capo Daniel open your eye more and do more also. Now which now I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Make we take this call from Ground Zero. Hello? Hello? Where Ground Zero? Some person with the call from Ground Zero. The line didn't connect. Hopefully we'll get you again. All right, we'll take one more call and then we'll call an off for today. We'll take one more call. I did check Facebook messages them if any person don't sell any message. We'll take one more call. Okay. We'll take this call from ground zero. Hello, ground zero. Hello. Hello, comrade from ground zero.
Hello. Yeah, hello, Mr. Ashu.
Yeah, comrade.
Good afternoon.
We salute all on that side.
Are you getting me?
Yes, we are getting you, sir.
Yeah. I want to thank you very much.
Well, sorry, your line is clear. We'll be very sorry. The ground call from ground zero need clear. So, my fellow Ambazonians, I want to thank all when I say when I don't take the time for joining me for today.
Power on.
We encourage all Wuna, as always, for always Wuna seek the best education, Wuna study the issues, Wuna do our own studies. Wuna not only listen just for we, Wuna take the time Wuna study these things. I invite you, take the time you study all these leaders them and ask yourself, who don't provide you with anything if you guarantee independence? You know, do the studies by yourself. If we're there for this stage, I will not say without the self-defense, this thing for don't finish. And at the self-defense, they even give you the voice. Now the self-defense, they make we so. It give we the leverage for even diplomacy. Not only for ground zero. La République du Cameroun, na Ambazonia be their chop. And if na no understand, say we'll get for fight harder in a very structured way. We fit defeat La République du Cameroun as we already defeat them. But we fit defeat them when then go run Ambazonia. We'll get that strategy for doing. So make all we do give our people the pride. They deserve them. The Ambazonia people don't suffer for far too long. They live for people them for ground zero. They live for hell. They live for hell. They deserve the freedom more than all with outside here. Now because of them, our people that live for hell, make we give them what they don't ask for. It'd be very easy for we for doing. We'll get the force, we'll get the leadership. We don't show the world. Make we do them together. Make all we put our hand together. Follow which it work. Which it don't work, which it work, which it don't be proven for the work. Which La République be fear the most. And stand up for any place where you day. Be proud of the leadership we God done bless water. Be proud of a leadership we not be corrupt. Be proud of a leadership we be transparent. Be proud of a leadership where it be intelligent. Be proud of a leadership where it be visionary and aspirational. Be proud. Be proud. Be proud of people that want to work hard for the people them. Because we fit pass those values to our people them. La République du Cameroun is a lazy country with lazy leaders, with corrupt leaders, and that's why they will ever be developed. When you get hard-working leaders, people that by 4 o'clock, they sleep for 1 o'clock at night. 4 o'clock, don't wake up. They stay up again till another 1 o'clock. They get only 3 hours of sleep for their people then. Then the families, the people them, they go get that same character. Now which you want them that. So May I wish you well. When I get a great day, when I get a blessed day, I want to thank you plenty for the time when I don't take and for joining for here. Make a send special message again and with special greetings to General Efang, to Lieutenant General Popo, to General Cobra, to General San, General Bube, General Capo, General Sumanguru, and above all for General Pekin. We salute all una and we thank una for una spirit. We thank una for una incorruptible spirit. We thank una for una character. We thank una for the kind leadership we una don't show 'em for our Ambazonian people them for this revolution. We thank all our other forces them and our commanders them. We thank all our mommy them and our papa them. We thank all our picking them. I send my greetings and my blessings and my love for all guna. Make a live now with this one. Make a live now with this one.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooftop by rooftop. If you know that, we go die. Now only you, yeah. They are fighting. They are scrambling for that freedom in Lily. Angry man, them say they no one hear it. Cause you know we do the way them did it. I see you blow. Blow top the innocent world. Yes, so come and save us. If we not there, we go die, yo. Cause cow way no get it there. Now got the track, he fly, yo. Yes, so come and save us. If you not there, we go die, yo. Cause cow way no get it there. Now got the track, he fly, yo. Think of Seseko, think of Deacon Tassang, think of Poundful, think of Mancho BBC, think of Mummy Happy. Are you ready to lay your life for Amazonia?